are ya? And welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to go through all of my 2024 reading goals and really do like a serious deep dive. I've talked a little bit about this in a couple of my last videos, but I wanted to just like really expand on that topic. I actually just went back and I watched my first video, which was embarrassing. But I wanted to see how many of those original books that were on my physical TBR when I started my channel are left. Which ones have I still not read? So if you haven't watched that video, I suggest you go back and watch that now, because I guess that's essentially like a prequel to this video. In that video, I listed off all of the books that were on my physical TBR at the time. There were 33 books. Since then, I have read 13 of those books. And let me just say, I'm so proud of myself because like I really tried. I tried my hardest to read as many of those books as I could, and 13, that's like not bad. So of those books, I'm just gonna list off real quick which ones of those I've read since October. Since then, I've read The Great Gatsby, All Adults Here, The Midnight Library, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Circe, Lock Every Door, One of Us is Dead, Payback's a Witch, You Again, Icebreaker, Loathe to Love You, The Dead Romantics, and The 7-Year Slip. Also, I need to say, after reading Lock Every Door by Riley Sager, I made the decision to not try any more Riley Sager books. So I had Final Girls and Home Before Dark. I was borrowing both of those from somebody and I ended up just giving them back because I just decided that I'm not going to read them. So ultimately that takes 15 books off of that list of the original 33. Bet you didn't know we were gonna do math today, huh? Now, that would leave me with only 18 books, which would be amazing because my biggest goals for this year have been 1, to finish my physical TBR, 2, to read at least 40 books this year, and 3, to not buy any new books with my own money. I will get into that more in a minute. But for that goal that I want to finish my whole entire physical TBR, if I only had 18 books on it, that would be like, wow, so doable. You could do that so quickly within just a couple months. But I am not going into this year with only 18 books on my physical TBR because I have added quite a few. Now, I only ended up buying a couple of these. Most of these were Christmas gifts. They were books that I wanted, that I put on my list, and I got them for Christmas. So let's just go through those real quick. Okay, so these first two I think might be the only ones that I actually bought for myself. All the other ones were gifts from other people. Okay, so we've got The League of Gentlewomen Witches by India Holton. I did not realize that this is a part of a series, and I also don't believe that it's the first one. But it seems to me from what I've read that it's one of those ones where it like doesn't totally matter. But obviously I picked this one up because it's a part of the quest. You know the quest for the perfect witch romance. So I got this one from a used bookstore. Then I got Head Over Heels by Hannah Orenstein. I believe that this is a gymnast, yes, a gymnast romance, and I feel like I've read a couple books that have like a gymnast or a gymnast subplot maybe, and I just thought it would be fun, so I got this one. This one is a romance. Now we're getting into all the books that I got for Christmas. So I got Thank You for Listening by Julia Whelan. I'm super stoked to read this one because I've listened to so many audiobooks narrated by Julia Whelan, so I'm so excited to actually read what she wrote. Then I got This Is How It Always Is by Lori Frankel. This one is actually nonfiction, so normally I wouldn't count that on this TBR because if you didn't know, I actually do have a nonfiction TBR that I just haven't talked about because most of the time I don't read nonfiction, so they kind of sit there. But I will include this in my 2024 TBR, even though it's nonfiction, because I do want to read it this year. Then I got From Bad to Cursed by Lana Harper. I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited to continue reading this world. This is the second book in a series, the first one being Payback's a Witch, and I really liked that one. So I'm really excited to get back to it, see if this one holds up, if it's as good as the first one. Then I got This Spells Love by Kate Robb. I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming that this is another witch romance. Okay, yes, I just read the back. It's witchy, it's giving like practical magic vibes. So I'm excited to read this one, put it in the lineup, see how it fares against the other witch romances. Okay, I know that I previously stated that I didn't really want to read this one because it's YA, but I changed my mind because I was just feeling left out, and ultimately that's the biggest reason why I read most books, because I hear people talking about it and I feel left out. So I got Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood, and I am very excited to read this. Minor inconvenience, but this one is from a different publisher, so it's gonna look different next to the other ones. I know that's stupid, but that kind of makes me sad. But I am excited to read it. Then we've got Romancing the Gravestone by Gina Showalter and Jill Monroe. When I got this one, I realized that it actually looks like kind of self-published. I think it is, maybe. But I'm excited to read this. And then I got the entire Knock 'Em Out series, which I'm super stoked about because I obviously didn't have any of the books, haven't read any of them yet. And this is another FOMO series for me because people always talk about it and I don't know what's going on, and I would love to be a part of that conversation. So it is a goal for me to read all three of these chonkers this year. And last but certainly not least, I have Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Yes, I am so excited for this. Also, the sequel's coming out this year, so what a perfect time to get into this now that it'll be a series. If you were keeping track, you might have noticed that that is 12 books. 12 books that I've added to that original 18, bringing the total up to 30. So it looks like I've only finished 3 books off of my physical TBR since October. And that is so sad to me. But hey, what can you do? 30 books in a year is not awful. I definitely can do that. It's just a matter of prioritizing them, because like right now, so far in January, I've only read 1 book that I have physically. All the other books that I've read, I either listened to them on audiobook or they were borrowed or something. So far I'm not doing super well on finishing the physical TBR, but I'm going to make it a priority in February. Yeah. I think in February I'm going to do the TBR jar for my February TBR, and I'm gonna try my hardest to only pick books from my physical TBR. I know that I can do it. I also wanted to talk about the whole no buying books thing, because I know that that sounds literally impossible for somebody who has a YouTube channel that's literally about books. Like, how can you just not buy any books? Let me explain. I will explain to you. I've actually committed to doing a personal no buy for all of 2024. That means that I'm not buying anything for myself that is unnecessary. Obviously, I'm gonna pay my bills, I'm gonna pay rent, I'm gonna buy food. I'm not going to put any restrictions on anything like that. Those are necessary things. But when it comes to buying myself books on a whim, buying myself clothes, buying myself makeup, or whatever, I'm not doing that this year. I do have rules, I do have stipulations so that I don't go actually insane. I am allowed to buy books if I have gift cards or like birthday or Christmas money. So as of right now, I still have a good amount of Amazon gift cards. And when I have Amazon gift cards, I exclusively use those to buy Kindle books. I don't use them for anything else because I need to be able to buy Kindle books. And I pride myself on how savvy I can be with finding the Kindle deals. I ended up getting $100 in Amazon gift cards for Christmas from various people. And at this point, I've already purchased 7 books, all on sale, and I still have $86 left. So I'm gonna make this stretch. I'm gonna make it work for me. and I'm only going to buy things on sale. Now, where this gets tricky is with the new releases because, again, FOMO, I really don't want to not be able to read new releases because of these rules that I've set for myself. So, it's a good thing that I also have Barnes & Noble gift cards. I have already used the Barnes & Noble gift cards to purchase Things We Hide from the Light by Lucy Score, but other than that, I've still got a good amount left. So I'm thinking of using the Barnes & Noble gift cards for new releases that I feel like I absolutely have to have the physical copy of. Those are definitely gonna be like the paperback copy of Happy Place by Emily Henry when that comes out, the next book in the Maple Hills series by Hannah Grace when that comes out. I did already pre-order Funny Story by Emily Henry on Kindle last year, so we're all good with that. I will be able to read that book right away. Thank goodness. But yeah, I think I'm gonna save the Barnes & Noble gift cards for those new releases that I feel like I absolutely have to have. But once the Barnes & Noble gift cards and the Kindle gift cards are gone, that's it. I gotta wait until my birthday, which is in September. And obviously, I don't want to sound like super entitled or anything. When somebody gets you a gift, that's so generous and nice. And I don't want to like count on that, like somebody better be buying me books for my birthday. No, that's not what I mean. I'm just saying that like there's not even going to be like a hint of a chance for me to buy anything until then. And I know this might just sound like that's so not fun. Why are you doing that to yourself? But I love a good challenge. To me, it is fun. It is fun for me to save my money and challenge myself by not buying any new books with like just my money that I earn. So I'm not gonna buy any new books. I'm gonna try my hardest to utilize the library and borrow books from friends as much as I can. I'm gonna listen to a lot of audiobooks. I'm gonna try my hardest to read at least 40 books. And I'm going to try to finish my 30 book physical TBR. Notice that we did not even talk about the Kindle TBR. I don't wanna talk about it. Like I said, I've already gotten 7 new books on my Kindle. That's just like, that's a lifelong goal. Finishing my Kindle TBR, maybe next year I'll do that once I don't have a physical TBR anymore. But that's for another time. I'm not gonna absolutely drive myself crazy by adding that to my plate this year. So we're just focused on the physical TBR. I think I can do it. I'm really excited about it. I think either by the end of this month or the first week in February, I will have finished another one from my physical TBR, so that's very exciting. But yeah, those are my reading goals for the year. Comment down below, tell me what your reading goals are. I want to hear about it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a like. If you want to, you can subscribe to my channel. All of my links to all of my social media pages are in the description. You can go down there and follow me if you want to. So, I will see you next time. Bye!